All right, good morning from day 126. We're at High Point Shelter. We've got the whole crowd here, almost. Some folks have gotten up and gone, but everybody's finishing their breakfast, and I've already finished mine. I'm going to head up the trail. Probably headed for Vernon, New Jersey today. Not sure where I'm going to stay, but we'll find something. So we'll see you guys up the trail. Out of the woods and into the open area here for a little bit this morning. So far, it's been a decent hike downhill. Met some folks that are local and chatted with them for a little bit. They were interested in doing trail magic because her house is right on the trail. So I gave them some thoughts on, what I would do or what I do when I do trail magic. And they were appreciative of my input. I told them to be sure to watch out for vegans because the first time I set up for trail magic, my entire meal was vegetable beef soup. And the first person out of the woods was a vegan. I felt very small. So anyway, it was nice to talk to them. I talked to Gavin, Hawkeye for a little bit. We think he's coming out today. We think he's gonna meet me in Vernon or wherever I land tonight. I told him to make sure to go out and do some more walking and see it and make sure that his leg's good. He's got some new boots, which will give him a little more support. He's excited about that. So I'm excited about having him back, but I want to make sure that he's 100% or as close to that as possible. That's where he is right now. Is a good place for him to be at $15 a night as opposed to having to hotel somewhere. But we'll see how the day goes. We'll be in contact. Hopefully he'll get out and walk on the trail because the trail leaving Mohican is uphill and rocky. And if he can do that, I think he'll be okay for a little while until it heals up good on him. So I'm excited to be reunited with Hawkeye. More rock fence this morning. There's quite a few of these that we've passed in the last little while. This one stretches out for quite a ways out there. There's I'm wondering, that almost looks like a headstone right there. I'm gonna go up here and explore. No, just a rock. Just a rock, but it sure did look like it could have been. Here's the back side of the rock wall. And I guess this was a property boundary at some point. We'll come across this pond this morning. I've been down through a field and probably will go up through this one up here in front of me. I don't know that for sure, but we're just kind of coming across the end of the pond right here, and I thought it was pretty, so I thought I'd share it with you. I cannot begin to tell you how much it makes my feet feel good to be walking on a forest floor today and through a field, very few rocks. So I'm hoping at least for a little while we have turned the corner. I don't mind this right here. This is an old rock wall or something right here. This is no big deal because I'm going to step right off of it and into the forest floor again. So nice walking today. It's going to be mostly flat. I do have one climb at I don't know, it's about mile 15 I think. Shouldn't be too bad. And then tomorrow got a climb that's called Stairway to Heaven. It's notable. It's supposed to be a pretty tough thing, kind of like coming out of Lehigh Gap, maybe some hand over hand, but it won't last forever. And once you're up, you're up. So we'll wait and worry about that tomorrow. We've got a nice shimmery little creek right here. Thought I would pause and show it to you. It's a good place to fill up water, but I'm good. It's actually been a pretty nice day today. And this has been a highlight. Good way to cross. Heading back into the woods. Not too rocky this morning. For that, I am very grateful. At the risk of being redundant, here's another little creek. I think I'm going to call this one the mountain stream of the day because I really don't anticipate crossing a lot of them. I know the shelter option that I have at about 15 miles out is a dry shelter. So the option for water there is kind of a dicey pond. And there's a lady who's put her address on our Far Out app who doesn't mind for people to come by her house and fill up water from her outside spigot. But I'm planning to go into Vernon. It's a shorter day than yesterday. I think it's like right at 19 miles. I think I was right at 20 yesterday, but I think my terrain is going to be much better today, or at least to this point it has been. So I'm not going to have any trouble getting into Vernon this afternoon sometime, and we'll regroup with Hawkeye. I hope he's testing out his leg one more time today before he commits, and we'll see how things go. Well, here's another pond. I can hear the frogs croaking over that way. Really pretty this morning. It's been a good walk. A little bit of poison oak. I hadn't seen that in a little while, so I'm kind of watching for it. There's several places I've been going through some grassy parts that brush up against you, so I've been kind of watching for that. I'll check for ticks tonight, do all those important things. Here's the spillway for the pond. It's not spilling very much. I would have thought we'd have had rain enough, but I guess it's drained down to its normal level. But really kind of cool. It goes right down through here and creates that stream. Well, I stepped out of the woods. I've come through a couple of fields. Man, isn't this fabulous? So New Jersey has a lot of surprises, because this is not what I expected New Jersey to be like. Yes, still flooded. Danger, take reroute. Swamp is flooded. Well, there's the bog boards going through the swamp. What do you think? Should I go that way? You can see where it goes out over there. Or we can go around it like this, and I think this is definitely the better of the two routes. Well, swampland today, as I just showed you, there was a reroute around the swamp. It's taking me up to this roadway, and we're just kind of going up and around it. But man, I've got to believe the roadway would have to be compromised right here where I'm standing, because it continues over there on the other side. I think this would be kind of a dicey place in a heavy rainstorm. But at any rate, keeping our feet dry, moving on up. We're going to duck back into the woods right up here. Wow, I absolutely cannot get over how nice the trail has been today relative to the last while through Pennsylvania and southern New Jersey. Walking through the forest wide open, lots of squirrels and chipmunks out and about. Beautiful hike today. And I'm able to actually finally step out and actually hike for the first time in a good long while, and that's been a blessing too. Well, I've just crossed the road. If I go that way on the road, I go to Unionville, New Jersey. And I had thought about it. There's a place I could buy some food there. But I think I'll be okay getting into Vernon, because there's a place there I can buy food as well. I was looking at water. I think I'll have some water later on. A couple of options. So I'm going to press on up the trail and make some time. Wait on Hawkeye to call me back. I talked to him a little while ago, and I think I mentioned I really want him to hike some with his pack and make sure he's good to go carrying weight before he commits to coming out of his campsite tonight. So I'm waiting back to hear from him, and I'll keep you posted. After I hear from him, if he's good to go, we'll call a shuttle driver and figure out logistics for the evening. Well, probably you can't see it. Way down in there. Oh, there it goes. That's the first bear of the trip, but barely saw it. Definitely didn't have time to get a camera out. Well, I'm back out standing in my field, or at least hiking in the field, not standing. I just passed a day hiker who was telling me about an aggressive bear somewhere, but where he said it was, I've already passed. So I don't really understand. He said he had made some phone calls to local authorities, so we'll see what happens, and I'll keep my eyes and ears open. Now this is some thoughtful landowners right here. Come out into this field. Gorgeous views of the mountain range all around, and little shady spot right there to sit and chill and rest. I am very tempted. What time is it? It's 11:30. Very tempted to stop and have a lunch here, but I've also was sort of thinking of getting a little closer to the water source before I consume a lot of water, because I want to make sure I can get some water. So I believe I'll hold on with that plan, but this was very thoughtful and I appreciate it to whomever owns this property. Somebody asked a good while back how much of the AT involves road walking, and I wasn't planning on this because I've been on a few tenths already. This is probably about the longest stretch of road walk that we've had. On the positive side, in my Far Out app, there's a lady or a gentleman who has posted their house address and that hikers are free to get water from their outside spigot. So I'm kind of looking for that as I go up the road. And then I'm going to be hanging a right up here and going back into this wetland area, the Wallkill area, I think it is, Wallkill Refuge. All right, so this is Kamikaze. He's sporting the flamingo shorts in the flamingo garden.
We need the eye contact. Work the sexy look.
This is awesome. Trail magic here on Oil City Road. Well, I'm sitting here at the turtle crossing, down here with the flamingos. I'm too tall for the video. Really nice little area right here. The folks that live in this house had posted on the Far Out app that we were welcome to get water here, but I wasn't expecting trail magic. They've got a fridge with sodas and drinks and stuff in there, and I think there's pretzels up there. And nice little area underneath this sycamore tree to sit down and enjoy it all. So I am doing just that. I'm glad I waited on my lunch today. This was a good call. So anyway, I'll be heading up the trail. I've got about 9 miles to go to Vernon, New Jersey. Hawkeye and I are trying to figure out how we can get him back with me and where we can stay tonight, and then we'll be out walking together again tomorrow, and I can't wait for it. Just off of the roadway now, the house that had the trail magic is actually just right here beside of where the trail cuts off the roadway, right there. Where it cuts off the roadway and goes into this marshland area. I think it's called Wallkill or something like that. We're gonna be walking around this for a bit. Then we've got a bit of a climb, and before too long, I'll be over towards Vernon, New Jersey. Hawkeye said he for sure is good to go, so I'm glad of that. And look forward to rejoining with him this afternoon. Probably get a hotel room somewhere tonight if one's available, because it's a weekend. And we'll be back out on the trail walking together tomorrow. Well, we have an escapee from the marsh over here. He's tucked his head in because he didn't like me standing over him, and I don't blame him because I'm huge relative to him. But anyway, beautiful walk this morning. It's afternoon. It's afternoon, I guess, barely. 10 or 15 after 12. And well, it's been a good day to hike today. I hate that Hawkeye missed it because the rocks were not bad. The trail's been reasonably flat. We've had a few steep ups, but not for long. And trail magic there at that house today. So that was awesome. I appreciate that. We got a nice view here. I hadn't even stopped to consider. Downside is I think we have to climb up that this afternoon, but it'll be all right. We'll make it happen. It'll be good. Well, in the realm of things that we have not seen before in such quantity, I've been walking on these bog boards for quite a ways now, and they don't seem to show any sign of stopping anytime soon. It's kind of keeping us up out of this marshland, so that's good. They seem to be fairly steady. I've talked to everybody important to me right now, almost. Didn't talk to Griffin yet, but talked to Hawkeye, talked to Beth, and more importantly, I talked to Misty, our shuttle driver. She has really, really been taking care of us for the last little while. Her trail name is Drip Dry. Not for the reason you might expect, but because she got caught in a rainstorm. And anyway, she is on board for picking Hawkeye up at Mohican this afternoon, and then meeting me and Vernon, from which point we will try to find a place where Hawkeye and I can spend the night tonight, hopefully indoors, and we'll be back out on the trail together tomorrow. And I'm excited that he's feeling better, and I'm excited to be back hiking with my son. So prayers have been answered. All right, so this is a kickover blaze. We've talked about those before. And I will say, if nothing else, New Jersey has been incredibly well marked, and the kickover blazes have been exactly spot on. But it took me a minute to figure out exactly where this blaze was sending me. Somewhere up that. I saw a blaze painted on a rock a minute ago. I think I see the right route to go right over here to the right of this tree and up. There's the blaze on the rock right there. There it is, you see, in the upper third. So yeah, not done with the rocks just quite yet. So apparently there is no escaping the rocks. This is where I came from. And then back around here, yeah, there's a blaze on that tree right there. So this is the way that I'm going. But hopefully this will abate fairly soon and I'll have a nice easy walk the rest of the way in town. It is 1:49. I should be there in an hour is what I had figured if my pace is good. But my pace didn't account for rock scrambles either, so I may be a little bit behind my time, but I'll make it as quickly as I can. I may have to reassign the mountain stream of the day to this one. Maybe not the bridge of the day, but certainly mountain stream of the day. Excuse me. Nice rushing water goes underneath this kind of sketchy bridge and on out this way. Beautiful way to end my day. I've got about 3.5 miles to go, and Hawkeye is going to be meeting me, and we'll find somewhere to stay tonight. Well, boardwalk walking right now. We got 2 miles into town. I'm a little behind where I thought I'd be, but it's all good. I'll check with you up the way. I'm passing lots of folks here, and there's not a whole lot of room to get around people, so I don't know how I'll do here, but we'll see. I'm getting ready to catch up to a cluster of folks, but I suspect trail courtesies will prevail. This is a beautiful, unexpected surprise here. Yeah, this was unexpected. I'm assuming I'm on the trail, but if not, we'll figure it out. I'll check the map, but it's got to be. I have a vague recollection of being told about a boardwalk. This thing's gone on for a long ways. Well, the boardwalk includes a suspension bridge. So this is kind of cool. Did not expect this today. But it'll be fun. If the bridge is bouncy, I'm putting the phone away though. We'll see what we see. Oh, there's folks coming, so I'll put the phone up. Can you see all these dragonflies in front of me? This is gorgeous. An unexpected ending to the day. Beautiful area. Just a big wetland. And the community has got this parkway, boardwalk, whatever. I don't know how far I've come, but I bet it's a mile. It's been a ways. I've been hoofing it because I'm a little behind meeting Hawkeye and shuttle driver. But anyway, plowing along, just admiring the beauty of this area. Well, crossing railroad tracks heading into Vernon. We have been over almost 2 miles of mostly boardwalk. That is so awesome. Beautiful area, tons of day hikers. Gorgeous day, but I got people waiting on me, so I'm going to move on up the trail. Well, this is Heaven Hill Farm, and there's Hawkeye and our shuttle driver, and we're going to stop here and figure some things out, maybe get something cold to drink and some ice cream or something. Wow, man, does a shower feel good. So I made it into Vernon, New Jersey, and met back up with Hawkeye, and that was awesome. He's ready to hike. He's got new boots. He's actually wearing some boots now that have they're higher, so he's confident that he can't roll his feet in those, and I'm glad of that. Misty said our shuttle driver, when she picked him up, he wasn't limping at all, so I haven't noticed it either. So he's in good shape, good to go. So she'll be back to pick us up tomorrow morning. Sometime. We're not going to do a big day tomorrow since it's his first day out of town. We'll plan something in the 10 to 12 or so, 14 miles. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And not do too big of a miles tomorrow, get him back acclimated to trail life. But man, I have had a shower and I feel like a new human being. My feet are killing me. I think I am going to have to probably try to reorder the shoes that I typically wear and get those sent ahead of us somewhere. So I'll have to figure out where we're going to be at some point in the distant future, a week or so for shipping. And I'll get some new shoes sent up and we'll send these other ones back because, there's no sense in trashing them because I can wear them around home. But they are just not good for hiking on the rocks. My feet hurt. So anyway, we're getting ready to head to eat. We're looking forward to a good meal and chilling tonight. We can sleep in a little bit tomorrow and it'll be a good time to reunite with Hawkeye and we're excited about that. So we look forward to seeing what he's been up to, because I think he's been doing some videos in the few days that we've been separated. So I'm hopeful that the next time we have a zero, maybe we can feature some of his videos for what he's been up to. I know they had an open mic night at Mohican last night, people playing acoustic instruments and that sort of thing. So Hawkeye whipped out his harmonica and played along with the band, and I'll hope to be able to feature that video a little bit, and some other things. I think he's been doing a few videos while we've been separated. So look for that the next time we take a zero day. But for now, we're going to sign off for the night. We're going to rest our feet. We're going to eat some good food, and we're going to take a good night's rest. And we'll see you back on trail in the morning.